Hello, everyone.
Oh my God, we almost did that together.
Almost together. And we couldn't even practice it either. So yay.
I know. That was really good. And there's not even anyone to see it.
I'm really impressed with us right now.
I'm awfully impressed with it. I think we're fighting.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for today's Universal Connections Oracle Chats. With me, I'm Erin Lee of heavenlymessenger.com. And joining me is my beautiful friend, Bobbi Rowntree, born medium. And today we're talking about angels. It's kind of like an Angels 101 day. Today is September the 11th, 2022, which is International Angel Day, September the 11th. So that was a big part of the reason that we're talking about angels today. I hope you'll stick around with us at 4:44 p.m. this afternoon, Pacific time, our time. We'll also do an angel meditation. So please join us.
Yes, please join us. Yeah, what would that be? 6:44?
Yes. Eastern. Oh no, it would be 7:44 Eastern time. So if you're in like Ontario, New York, 7:44 is when we're going to be doing it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll say hello to people who are joining us. Hello to Shannon and Ashley. It's wonderful to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Shannon says that she happened to see this pop up while relaxing at the park with her kiddos. Fabulous. That's awesome. And Ashley's asked, what does 4:44 mean? It comes up for me a lot. You know, that feels to me like that's a really perfect segue.
Oh my gosh, ever.
Right? So did you want to talk about 4:44? Do you want me to talk about it?
Well, the one thing I can add with 4:44 is that I didn't really pay as much attention to it as I did until you started saying 4:44. And now I flip and see it
all the time.
Constantly. It's quite amazing. And it'll pop in. I was actually purchasing something at a store the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't 4:44 came up on the receipt thing. It was like, oh my God, how weird is that? Yeah. It's been everywhere. And I think it's because I am more open to my angelic side because of you.
Yay.
You tell everybody what it actually means.
So I mean, for me, it's angel numbers. 4:44 means that your angels are with you, helping and supporting you. Any sort of multiple of 4, so 44 or 4444, all of those are just basically for you to know that your angels are around, helping you and supporting you. So it's a very angelic number. If you're seeing it repetitively, it can be the angels just kind of popping in and saying, hey, like, we're here, call on us some more, or talk to us some more, or listen for us some more, or just like bringing in a sense of like peace and comfort. Like, hey,
you know what I hear?
What?
We're watching you. So it's kind of like that. We're watching you. Right? It's like what my mom used to say when you're at the movies, pretend I'm in the seat behind you.
One of my cousins once told me that when I started dating, my cousins are all like a fair amount older than I am. So she was already into her mid to late 20s when I was coming up on 12. And she's like, Erin, as soon as you start going on dates at the movie theater, know that I'm going to be sitting in the seat behind you with a ruler and a baseball bat. So
baseball bat. Jesus,
right? She really meant business.
Yeah. Elastic band is a little snap. So it's not, it's not life threatening, but it's still
she's like, hey. Yeah, it definitely gets the point across, right?
It really does, yes. New people join us.
Yes. So hello to Cassandra. Cassandra, you mentioned the last time that we were live and also on like one of the pre-streams that the day was a really significant day for you with your mom's passing. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Cassandra. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope that you find some peace today too.
Me too. Yeah, the marking of the passing days. Yeah, I used to do a pilgrimage every July 6th because my father passed on July 6th.
Yeah.
I used to go to where he passed.
That's really beautiful.
It was an odd thing to do because he wasn't there.
Right?
He was with me as I went. Yeah, but it made me feel better, so I do understand. And then changed the way I commemorated things. But it's not the passing day, it's her birthday, isn't it?
I got a little confused because I wasn't sure if it was her birthday or if it was her heavenly birthday. So I wasn't sure if that meant that was the day that she crossed over. So yeah, but Cassandra, we're thinking of you and we're sending lots of angel love and support your way too. Awesome. Welcome.
Who's coming up too? Okay, we'll say welcome to everybody.
Yeah, we'll say welcome to everybody, and then we'll hop in. So hello to Angela and Kareen. Thanks for the support for I think that's for Cassandra, or it could be for us or for everybody. Yay.
Yeah, let's put it for Oh, we can take it away from Cassandra.
Okay, and hello to Stacy and Ariel. And yes, awesome. It's great to see all of you guys. So before we hop into questions, I'm so glad that you guys are asking questions about your angels because that's how we love to work here. I wanted to share a couple of things with you. So I started to do prep work on Thursday, and I was writing out some little points that I wanted to make sure that I shared with you guys. And I kept saying angels are non-demonic, and I'm like, non-demonic. I mean, very true. But the word I was looking for was denominational.
Yeah, but they are non-denominational. See, I can't even say it. Demonic.
I know. It's so angels are both non-demonic and non-denominational, which means that they don't belong to like a certain ideology or religion, or there have been like writings and awarenesses of angels all across the world, and it doesn't have anything to do with what religion you subscribe to or don't subscribe to. So you can have experiences with angels, you can have connection with angels, and you don't have to have any sort of belief in any sort of religion. They are energies of light and being.
Which is actually why I refer to them as ascended beings so often. So that sometimes when I pull out the angel word, it's like when I pull out the God word.
Yeah.
People go, I don't resonate with those words because a Christian construct. And I have to say, okay, this is what I'll call it, ascended beings. And if you don't feel yourself connected with the Bible, then you might not actually think that you are connected with the angelic realm.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. They are separated.
Absolutely. They're definitely separated. They are helpers to humanity. I mean, the word angel in our language, EL, does actually talk about of God. So they are messengers of God is actually what the word means. But just because that's what the name means in our language doesn't mean that they have to be of God. They can be of source and universe and creator. Whatever your belief system is, they are of the universe. And part of their role is to help and support us. In fact, when we talk about archangels, that is their exclusive work that they do, is that they help and support us. So
yeah, and they're the ones that call the most.
Right?
I go through the minion. No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially that poor Michael.
Right?
Archangel Michael gets called on by more people and claimed by more people. So many people tell me Archangel Michael is my angel.
Right.
And you too?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of the things, so actually that brings me to a really great question that I see a lot of. Who are my guardian angels, and are my guardian angels archangels? So first of all, your guardian angels are usually separate from the archangels. The archangels can be with everybody simultaneously. They don't have the limitations or the boundaries that we have in physical human form. So they can be anywhere and everywhere, helping and supporting everybody. So if you ask for help and support with them, know that you're not taking them away from anything else or anyone else, because they can literally be with everybody. They don't have our human limitations. Yeah. So sometimes an archangel can be one of your guardian angels. Everybody has at least two. Usually people will keep at least those two throughout their lifetime. Sometimes you'll have additional angels come in and they'll be with you for a time and then they'll kind of go. So you always have angelic support. Has that been your experience too?
Yes. Okay. Yes, but when I see them, when I feel them, when I experience them now, It was feeling very, very different, and it's actually even changing again.
Oh, interesting. Okay, because I know in the past you've said like they felt very intimidating. Yeah, like
Well,
big.
because usually if they come in during my reading, it's
Yeah.
like, you best be listening because
Yeah.
holy that because and that's exactly it.
Yeah.
But okay, though, yeah, it's so funny. I don't know why, but this popped in my head. I
Yep.
get a similar sort of feeling with ancestors. And I have no
Interesting.
idea why that just popped in my head because I do believe I see us as almost like a different breed than angels. I think we can aspire and move and go and become and evolve into one of them.
Hmm.
But I don't know that they could. As soon as they said it, I don't think they could get kicked back down to us. I saw the name Lucifer fly through my head, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah,
Yeah. So,
angels tend to garner the idea of good and bad,
right.
and that's where we get hazy.
Hmm.
Because good and bad is very subjective.
Exactly. And actually that kind of leads me into the slides that I wanted to share today. So I'm going to put that thought on hold for just a second.
Okay. Okay.
And in order for this to not look really weird, I'm going to make this change here. And then we're going to do that. So, so here is today's chat. Because it was, yeah, we're just off to the side right now.
Vanna. I like to be Vanna.
Perfect. That's awesome. Okay, so unfortunately, some of these memes didn't come out too clearly, but I had a lot of fun going and finding them. So the first one we have here is this super judgy face with my guardian angel looking at my life choices.
One's dad.
Right?
That's what that looks like.
And so unimpressed, right?
Yeah. My guard. Okay, now see, he looks mad.
Yeah.
Do they get mad at us?
No, absolutely not. And that was actually one of the things that I was going to say too is, a lot of the ideas that are circulating around like this next one, my guardian angel when I didn't do something stupid, like hey, like good for you, or this next one, my guardian angel be like what the fuck did I do to deserve this? Or I am the reason my guardian angel drinks. We got two of those because I couldn't decide which one.
I hope to goodness that is not my guardian angel, that fellow right there.
Right? No. My guardian angel be like, oh, great. Now what has she done? And the last one here, my guardian angel just filed a restraining order against me.
Wow.
Okay, so this is a lot of what I see being shared on social media. And all of these things depict angels with some form of judgment, some form of like I could possibly lose my angels if I don't do something right. They're going to be mad at me, they're going to leave me, they're not going to always be with me, and that is complete bull.
Like their love is conditional.
Exactly. And that is such a human and an ego construct.
Mhm.
And one of the biggest differences between us and angels, angels have zero ego. It is literally unconditional love. You can mess up and mess up and mess up over and over and over and over and over again, and your angels will never leave you. Ever. They won't abandon you. They won't ever not be there for you if you ask for help and support and it is something in your best and highest good. So, please, one of the biggest things, if you can take anything away from what we talk about today, take away the idea that in some way, angels being in your life is conditional and dependent upon you being good. That to me is one of those good, bad religious constructs that has really tainted the experience that people have with angels.
That makes perfect sense to me. And I totally understand because I see spirit guides very similar. They're not hindered by the human mind and therefore not worried about the ego.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
are pure soul. So they are actually looking at everything and they have an unbiased view for you.
Exactly.
So very similar sort of because actually when I name off my spirit guides now, I have been told I have to add in angels.
Yes.
I used to actually thank them for being there and helping me with my gifts and protecting me.
Mm-hmm.
Now like, okay, fine. If you want to talk away.
So So, have you noticed now that you're connecting with your angels and talking with angels a little bit more, have you noticed a change in your communication with them?
I don't know. Fans. I did ask my clients actually if they've noticed that there's more of a preciseness, or maybe even more. It might actually even make me more lofty.
Oh, interesting. So, like raising your energy and vibration.
Yeah, that's why with those memes with angels being saddened by you making a bad decision, I can't help but completely and absolutely disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Angel could watch you make a bad decision and go, "Oh, good, they're going to learn."
Exactly.
Because that's every bad decision actually leads you to the right one later.
Exactly.
Be thankful for the crappy stuff, because otherwise you wouldn't recognize the good stuff. However, we have
Ready?
questions too. And
Yes. Okay.
Corrine pities her guardian angels. Pity my guardian. Like, I had to. As soon as I read it, I was like, pity my guardian angels. Oh, he crossed over. I think he crossed over. Anyway.
Awesome. So I think the first question I see is Angela. And Angela said she found a feather every day for the past, 2 weeks, and opened my dryer today and a dime was at the bottom. I haven't carried change in years.
That's really cool. Yeah, I think I picked still. No, I didn't. I picked up a feather off the ground.
Did you?
Yes, last week.
Beautiful.
Because I was in Victoria. I couldn't, like, all I could feel was my aunt around. And my daughter and I were walking downtown Victoria. Downtown Victoria is like chock-a-block with feathers.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, me? Does anyone know who lives in Victoria? Because I was walking down, it was like, what the F with all these feathers? I'm like, what is there like around here killing or what? I actually put it in my purse so my daughter couldn't see it, because she would have been so horrified that I picked the feather off the stove.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom too.
Oh my God.
There's lice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, she would have been all science and bird flu-y about it. But I was like, no, this is a white feather that was sent by Auntie Patty.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Angela. And then she finds the dime.
And the dime too. Yeah. Well, I had a very similar experience a couple of weeks ago, like when we were just about to go on the show, and I just changed over the laundry and I did bed sheets. I also don't carry change, but I definitely don't carry change in bed. And there was a dime sitting in like that lint filter area.
Is that right?
Pardon?
I was making a joke about you paying for bed.
No, I would be paid. Come on now. Anyway, moving on. Before we go into any sort of prostitution ideas.
I need to put a caveat on what I said. Because they said, no. Because I said, I think it's a dead person talking to you. Oh. And actually what I heard in my head was, no, it's the angelic realm saying we've got them. And then them saying, I'm good.
Awesome.
Yeah, almost like they've been kidnapped in a positive way.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Positive.
Yeah. Angels, I mean, finding feathers can definitely be your angels letting you know that they're around. But it can also be your deceased loved ones too, particularly. We talked about this last week or the week before, actually.
We talked about something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I recall it as well, but I have been having a lot of deja vus lately.
Have you?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which was starting to make me think maybe I'm supposed to I'm reliving a moment because I'm supposed to change something to save the world or something.
Like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, like Groundhog, but not as cool, because I'm not Bill Murray.
Right.
Because if I was Bill Murray, I'd be way cooler.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think to me that almost goes into more like things happening with time. Time's been really weird lately too.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe time. Yeah. I've been noticing it, and actually my husband's starting to notice it. He said, we just did that. And I said, no, we just did that. Yeah. It happened. No, it happened a week ago. But yeah, I mean, tons of stuff like that. So maybe there's something going on.
I think there probably is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, awesome. I like what Cassandra's asking about, actually, because shall I just hand you the floor on this one? It's sure. How can I open up and let my angels in?
Yeah.
Like, open the window of communication. I feel
blocked. Absolutely. So first and foremost, ask your angels in and invite them in, and ask them to be really clear when they're getting in touch with you. You know, Bobbi has talked a lot about when you want to connect with a deceased loved one, ask them to give you like a sign to show you something that is going to be a yes. You can absolutely do that with your angels. One of the things that I love about working with angels is that they have they're limitless, they are unlimited. So if I ask them to increase the volume of the messages or to increase the insistence of the messages so that they can be really clear, you're able to get that. Where when you're connecting with deceased loved ones, as you're starting to learn, that can be more difficult because they may not have the energy to be able to do that. Where you're tapping into unlimited source when you're connecting with angels.
Unlimited, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing to do, so we've talked about like energy and vibration and frequency a little bit in previous shows. So we vibrate kind of down here, like this. Our vibration is a little is slower than those who have crossed over and angels. And those who have crossed over, they vibrate a little bit faster. They're a little bit like this. But angels are like way up here, and I can't even move my hand that fast. Like they vibrate so much. They are able to slide very easily up and down. So we need to raise our energy and vibration up a bit so that we can connect with them. And the same is true when we connect with our deceased loved ones as well. Would you agree with that, Bobbi?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And actually, I would say that you can't hear them unless this is actually stationary, because that vibration is so fast. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It travels faster than the speed of sound. So therefore, you actually have to raise yourself to the speed of sound or something close to, so you're never going to get yourself to actually the speed of an angel.
No.
Get yourself to what the hell is that?
Yeah. 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 It's kind of like when you're first
the highway, actually.
Sorry, what was that?
Or bear. When you're traveling on the highway so fast because things go by so quickly. That's how they showed it to me.
Zoom. Exactly. That's actually a really great reference, because angels have the ability to like slow things down a bit so that you can connect, but not as much with deceased loved ones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And in fact, actually, they're showing it to me like when we communicate with toddlers.
Yeah.
We actually dumb down what we're saying, and sometimes we'll get louder and slower.
Yeah.
Help or make any sort of difference, but you kind of, and when you communicate with the toddler, if you're going to do it properly, you got to get on your knees.
Right.
You have to bring yourself down to their level.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the part I didn't say that I'm hearing, that, dummy.
Except that angels would never call you dummy, but that's okay.
Eventually they'll be like, you like being called dumb. All right.
And that was something else that I was thinking about as well. Like for me, when I connect with angels, they never speak rudely to me. They come through with a lot of humor. Like I do get a lot of humor with them, but they never speak poorly to anybody or about anybody.
Well,
but
they would.
That's also something that is like part of who I am. I think it's really important to treat people well and fairly, and the way that I speak to people and the way that I speak to myself is how I expect to be spoken to.
I was going to say, when you deal with people, it's this. So they're going to deal with you in the way that you understand.
Exactly.
You deal with people in a way you would like them to deal with you back.
Exactly. And so, go ahead.
Sorry. Well, okay. So with Cassandra, would it be fair to say that quite possibly she actually might want to learn how she hears, period, first?
Yeah.
Before she starts to try to hear from angels, because then she'll know where she is so she can bring them to her? Or should she go straight to angels?
So what I would say is actually to do the two together. So ask your angels to come and be part of the process of learning to understand them and to communicate with them. But you're absolutely right. Like understanding how you receive messages is a wonderful way to start that process. So like there are 4 primary ways that we receive intuitive messages. There's clairaudience, which is clear hearing, clairvoyance, which is clear sight, clear cognizance, which is clear knowing, and clairsentience, which is clear feeling. Right? Exactly. And actually, clairsentience manifests in 2 different ways. It manifests in emotion, but also in physical sensation. So it actually has two chakras. It has the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra.
Yeah, very much. Actually, what I find is that's where a panic attack starts.
Yeah.
The solar plexus chakra pushes up into the heart chakra, and the heart chakra says, I don't know what to do with that information.
And everything goes crazy.
Yeah, and then the Raja, the mind, goes, what's happening down there?
Quiet down, you two.
And then everything blocks up, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So yeah, so I always see the body, because they will show it to me that way, because I'm very, very chakra orientated, because they give it to me like I'm 5. That's my motto.
Absolutely. So yeah, so Cassandra, for you and for anybody else wanting to open up to communicate with your angels more, to hear them more, ask them for help in being able to hear and understand them, and ask them to start visiting at certain times, and just invite them in. And if something pops up for you and you're like, oh, I wonder if that's my angels, yes, that it is. If you're wondering, then it is.
Okie dokie. And that actually even moves to Shannon's question, which she asked about her spiritual awakening, but then she says, am I ignoring it because I am overwhelmed? I totally get that.
Yeah.
You can get so overwhelmed. It's like, I can't deal with that much right now.
Yeah.
And I actually will say, slow it down.
Yep.
And very often when I'm getting messaging that's so big like that, it is angelic.
Yeah.
Angelic, I'm like, okay. Up and down my throat, like the wind went down my esophagus.
Right.
Filled me, and I was like, I'm drowning.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of feels like. So I know what Shannon's talking about. And it's actually, yeah, it's allowing. And this isn't for everyone. This might actually just be for Shannon. It might be helpful to do yoga.
Well, I mean, what I was going to say was grounding is a really important part of that spiritual awakening, because if you look at a tree, the bigger the branches are, the larger the root system needs to be in order to support it. Otherwise, if the branches get to be too big, everything starts toppling over.
He's in Lewis Park.
Is that what you saw at Lewis Park?
But yes, a tree fell. It came out because there was so much flooding. The roots out of the ground.
Oh my gosh,
that's an interesting analogy as well. Actually,
yeah, it is a really Also being flooded, right, and having your feet under you.
Unroot yourself. Yeah, that's my biggest thing is the rooting and the grounding. I agree with you on that one completely and absolutely. That the tree.
Yeah.
Totally and absolutely. But and sometimes too, it's an unworthiness that comes to your mind.
Interesting. I'd love to hear more about this.
Yes, and I think I don't know if I'm identifying with Shannon on this, but I kind of see this come sometimes when I'm getting all the information. I'll be like, "Oh, you guys are so big. You're so high. The heck am I? And what if I mess it up? And what if it's not what I think it should be? And I'm afraid." And I think that's part of the overwhelming too, that, oh, no, not me. But you're not realizing you're not mean. You're saying it's not getting through. Does that make sense?
I think I hear what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, all of these things are things you can ask your angels to help you with too. Angels, I'm questioning whether or not I'm worthy to receive this, or what makes me okay to do this. Angels, please help me to be able to connect with you. Things are feeling really big and overwhelming. Please help me to calm it down so that I can continue to exist in my physical body and still have these awakenings.
Yeah. And my brain even says, make it obvious for me that it's you.
Yeah.
You might want to actually set that preference with them.
So one of the questions that I often get is, how do I know that this is my angel or my intuition or psychic ability and not my ego? One of the biggest things to help identify whether or not you're receiving messages from your angels or you're receiving messages from your intuition or from ego is how you feel. Your angels, when they give you messages, will always help you feel uplifted and empowered, like you can do it. They come through with like a cheerleader energy. They will never, ever beat you up over choices or decisions that you've made. That is ego, 100%. Remember that angels are completely egoless. They are like a parent who just wants you to see you do your best and love you and support you until you figure things out on your own. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And they want the greater good of everyone. So
Yeah.
they are not going to fill your head with bull booby about your spouse.
Yeah.
Or about your coworkers or your sister or other people in your lives. What they're going to actually keep presenting to you is that balance.
Mm-hmm.
Take a walk in their shoes, see what they might be thinking, things like that. I agree completely. Yeah. And actually, I'm even having like a little thing right now. What is the difference between your angels and your spirit guides and how they speak to you?
Mm-hmm. So you work more with spirit guides. How do spirit guides come through for you?
I actually, the first thing that popped into my head is they are that little voice inside of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel them as though it reminds me. You remember Eddie Murphy did a movie once where there was like a crew of people inside of his brain. Yeah, it was called. It wasn't Ed because Ed was a different one, but
Okay.
it was. Yeah, he was a robot, and there were all these people inside of his brain, and they could see out of his forehead like it was the view screen.
Oh, cool.
You know that actually always reminded me of spirit guides.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, now go and do this, and you're okay, I'm gonna go like this. And they're like, no, 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 no. And you're like, that. So, but angels are like these people who are like, whoa, in the sky and go, hello, what's that? Because it seems like it's outside. Spirit guides are in for the ride because those poor buggers.
No, that's really interesting because for me, that's how angels feel for me. Like they feel like they're right there and they're in.
Yeah, like inside your brain.
Yeah.
See, I feel like they're there, but they are somewhat outside. Like, okay, we're not going to get in mud with you, but we're going to walk you through the mud. Like, there's mud in my mouth. That's the difference that I see. If that makes sense.
Cool. Yes. I experienced them a little bit differently. I experienced them really close, but then I've also been working with them for 20 some odd years. So
a totally different kind of relationship. And your relationship has to be that way for you because you're messaging from them.
Yeah, that's
relationship with people's spirit guides because my spirit guides go and chat with their spirit guides.
Very cool.
And that's how I get my information because my crew's over there talking.
And saying, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think part of that too is because we are working with crossed over loved ones. That's our thing that we're supposed to do for folks.
Absolutely.
Spirit guides are just one step above those folks. So they can move into that a little bit more. If I was more clicked in with the angelic realm, I probably wouldn't get the dead quite as much as I do.
Which is what I don't get. I don't get them as often. Well, certainly not as often as you. They are coming through a little more now, but
yeah, it's like the angels are coming through with me because they're like,
and
we have sex, but we don't.
You know, every now and then, like my audio cuts out, and I'll walk in on like these parts of our conversation that I didn't realize I was missing.
No, you weren't. It's just every now and again things pop out of my mouth that should stay in my head, but they escape. And then I think my spirit guides go, you girls were there. I think we need to say hello to some people.
Yeah, we do. We do.
We said hello to Carmen.
We're really behind. So Cassandra is just clarifying for us from way back at the beginning that today is her mama's birthday and she's been gone for almost 4 years. So happy heavenly birthday.
Party today for her.
Yeah.
Yes. Little Virgo. So you better make it so that everything is symmetrical.
Yeah.
Because she's crazy Virgo. And I can say that because I'm a crazy Virgo.
Hello to Carmen and to Ruth. Let me see. And Shannon's trying to get in touch with somebody. Awesome. And Carrie.
Get a hold and book an appointment. Okie dokie. Try again.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's booking with you because I do all of my booking online through my booking website. So yeah, awesome. Hello to Carrie and Ashley. Okay, Ashley's saying she's been told by many different people that she has a male with her, like a soul contract. I'm not really sure how that.
Yeah, the only thing I would think would be spirit guide.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be one of your chief spirit guides trying to let you know, hello,
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm
Yeah,
here.
because it actually makes me think of when I met my first one.
Mm-hmm.
When I met my first one, he was not my chief, but he paved the way for me to recognize when others were going to come into my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I would, yeah, you know what? Have a tub, have a meditate, and have a, ask if this is a spirit guide.
Yep.
Step up, buddy.
Yeah, what do we need to do? How do I need to know you're here?
Yeah, and what are you personifying if you got a penis? Because they personify different parts of your personality. That's why. Okie dokie. Hello, Helen.
Hi, Helen. And hi, Kareen.
So it was just, timeless name. Hello, Kareen. Hello, Helen. Again, she said hello to both of us, which is really sweet.
That is really sweet. Thank you. Hi, Lisa and Kelly. It's wonderful to see you. We're not doing readings today, Kelly, but if you have any questions about angels, we'd love to answer them for you.
Yeah, and the messages get put in there anyway.
Yeah.
When people ask all questions, they pretty much get a little bit of our reading.
Beautiful.
This finding times. Hello, woman. Whoop. Helen. Now, this is an interesting thing because she actually puts the two together of what we were talking about. She asked me, please ask who are my spiritual guidance and angels. And I'm sure she's meant angels because she knows her angles. And autocorrect probably did that too.
Yeah, autocorrect pops in there and gets us all the time.
Yeah, they always make angels angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? For something like that, I would set some time aside to meditate and ask for some clarity, invite those messages in, because whoever is working with you or whoever you want to work with, you can invite angels in, you can invite guides in, and ascended masters. And if it's appropriate for you to be working with them, then they'll come, they'll be there. Angels will always be there. This is more for ascended masters that,
yeah. And I would actually add something on that this particular person might want to keep a pen and paper with them when they meditate or bedside, because I actually think they're not, this repetitive line or something, there might be something that keeps happening that they're not seeing as being metaphysical.
Oh, interesting.
Seeing it as being like a regular thought that pops in their head every time they meditate. And I actually think it's chitter chat. The metaphysical is not as fancy and as exciting as movies would have us think.
Right.
It's quite boring and very yeah.
And I mean, like on that too, if you're getting a repetitive thought that comes up either often in single meditation or frequently in many meditations, writing it down, acknowledging it as being something that is important can sometimes help you to get some more clarity on what it means, and it takes you to the next step.
Yeah, and they watch you, because so often in my readings, people will come with a list of questions, and they will answer all the questions. And people go to their list at the end, go, "Oh my God,
we talked about everything." Yeah, I get that too.
Over your shoulder, going, "Oh, see this."
Yeah, yeah.
They made the list. They made the list with you, so they already know the answers because that's what they want you to know.
It's kind of like when teachers get you ready for tests and they make sure that they teach you all of the stuff that is going to be on the test.
Do the review. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, they're not lying.
Yeah, right. So you don't have to study everything.
And some stupid fraction thing.
Okay, so I just want to put it out there. Please do not come to us for studying advice. That is not our area of forte, and we can't.
I can help you with some yoga poses that will help you to actually retain more information. There is that.
Beautiful. I love that.
If you balance every 20 minutes when you're trying to study something, you will retain more information.
I like that. That's really interesting.
We can only learn for 20 minutes, and balancing resets the brain. That's all.
Interesting. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so Lisa's finding dimes too. Awesome.
Yes, and Shannon found a feather. Oh, you okay? Well, talk about feathers.
Yeah, please.
Oh, we did talk about feathers.
No, we haven't talked about feathers yet. Well, we kind of have, but I think that you should talk about feathers.
Because this is why I have my husband's feathers.
Yes.
Here, my husband makes feathers. He's a carver, and he carves feathers because there's actually on the back of them, he even carves runes. on them. So that the
Cool.
feather itself can convey a feeling or something like that. I think he should make more, and I think, but
I think so too.
he's smart, not a listener.
Can you imagine doing cord cuttings with one of
Oh my
his
gosh, I never
feathers?
thought of that.
When you showed it to me, that was exactly what I thought.
What a great idea. Because
Yeah.
it's a representation of a feather, but a feather it really actually is.
Mhm.
And he does it in his indigenous tradition.
I love it.
So that to me, I think is kind of neat.
That's really powerful.
That's how ancient and how old the idea of finding a feather is.
Mhm.
But do you find it neat though? Because when I see an angel, I do not see wings.
That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Yes. So I mean, if we go back to when people first started seeing angels, usually they would see them with halos
Mhm.
or their auras,
Yeah, it would be
and
hot.
they would see them levitating. And I mean, if we go back into like the thought of what could be possible at that time, humans didn't levitate. What flies? Birds. How do they fly? They have wings. And so one of the ways that they kind of created the winged version of angels is because this was what people understood when they first started seeing them. Same with the halos. I mean, if you don't see your angels with halos, that's okay, because usually what people were seeing, they were actually seeing the energy and the aura.
Yeah, the crown.
Mhm.
And their connection to the universe.
And
Yeah, I never
source.
ever see them with wings,
Yep.
but I actually, well, you know what my belief is. I think everyone knows my belief. I think we have wings. I think
Yes.
it's the same
Yep.
thing. Because, and that's what actually brought me to it. Because I would look at them and go, "Well, where are your wings, friend? Wings?"
Don't need them.
Oh, and they would show me the energy comes out of my back.
Yeah.
Just like our energy comes out of our backs, which is
Mhm.
why you have pain between your shoulders. And don't tell me you
Mhm.
don't, because you do. You're over 20. You have it.
Yeah, but
It's where we shove every. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. I can't. And it's actually our psychic energy. I will
Mhm.
unfurl mine, which I've told you.
Mhm.
Because my daughter and I went looking for a ghost in Victoria. There's this
Yes.
famous ghost. So there was some energy around there. So as
Yep.
we were walking away, especially because my daughter is so psychic, I
Yep.
went and pulled out my wings.
Love it.
And that's what I do. I would do it when I walk my dog sometimes. My neighbors don't know I'm walking with a full set of wings.
They don't know that you're actually flying your dogs.
Yeah, I don't even. I keep them so that they're the tight, but
Yep.
they're
Right. They're there. They're present.
there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, I can see them being very protective as well.
that's when I do them. I do them for
Mhm.
protection, and maybe it's actually even my way of saying, "Angels, please be at my back."
Mhm.
It is my wings because I'm arrogant.
Yep. I'm not agreeing with you that you're arrogant. But I'm agreeing with you as having the conversation. Like, yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm supporting
I
you.
get it. I get it. I actually went here, Erin. Here's a ball. Hit
I just lobbed it right back to
it.
you.
Yeah, right back.
And it flew back with angel wings.
Yes. Oh, did it?
so so I mean, angels will represent themselves to you in whatever way is comfortable. If it's comfortable for you to see them as little winged cherubs, they will come to you that way until you get comfortable with them.
Okay, so yeah, they will come in a way that you perceive them to be, so therefore you know that it is them.
Exactly. Especially as you're learning and just starting to get out. So however you picture an angel, they'll likely come to you in that way, but be open to them appearing in some other way.
See, and I just looked and saw that we are at 43 minutes and 50. We're almost at 444.
Oh,
And I thought,
wow.
oh my gosh, we got to meditate. But no, it's actually at 444. We're going,
4:44. And so the time right now here in BC is 4:14, so 414. So ones are all about paying attention to your thoughts because your thoughts are manifesting rapidly. So your angels are with you and your thoughts are manifesting rapidly. So because we've noticed that, let's just take a moment to make some really positive wishes and ask our angels for some help. So if you're wanting help with connecting with your angels, recognizing them, understanding them, now is a great time. Hey, angels, I'm really excited to connect with you. Please help me and support me in being able to see, hear, feel, and know your presence. Amazing.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, that actually all just happened. Because I looked at that and then I looked at the time and then you told me that there was significance. That's the way they've been using me.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like they got me here. They're like,
they've got you by the nose.
Yeah, and it's not even my nostrils, because that's what spirit guys do. They stick their fingers up my nostrils. I'm here. I always see it. I see spirit guys go boop up people's nostrils and go.
You know what? Spirit guys sound kind of mean.
They're like, I think they come like this for me because that's the parent I am.
Right.
That's the person I am. I am not. Well, this is why we work so beautifully together.
I know. I agree.
You are gentle. I am. not gentle. I'm not gentle.
Yeah.
I can be gentle, but no, I'm not.
Yeah. You help me to have edges and I help to smooth yours.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah, absolutely.
More questions.
Awesome. Let's take a look. So I think I'm skipping through a little bit here. But Karina is saying dimes are so small. I think we need to talk to our deceased loved ones about inflation, and I think toonies are more appropriate. I know.
Right?
Pardon?
My daughter. She said to my dad.
Yeah.
Inflation, Grandpa. I do not want a penny. I want a toonie. And she actually finds them.
Amazing, man. What a manifester too.
Well, and she told her grandfather, she laid down a gauntlet and he was like,
okay,
I'm in there. Yeah. Talking about something. Yeah. He wouldn't take that sort of thing.
Awesome. Where are you going?
That's interesting. So, ciao, Bella, Penny.
Okay.
I know Penny well. She is saying that she is having a recurring nightmare about a major disagreement with her late husband, but this disagreement never happened in real life. What the heck is this about? What do you think?
For me, it goes back to processing, that there is something that either your husband is working through or you're working through. And it's like a processing. Dream time is a fabulous time for processing stuff. Well, fabulous is, maybe relative, but yeah. What comes up for you?
I think he's being the devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Judging her with the argument.
Yeah.
Like a good husband would.
Mm-hmm.
If you have, say I was going to go out and do something, put my bum on the line, I think that my husband would be like, don't do that. I think he would go through the scenarios of what could possibly happen to me, for me, and worry for me, and to make sure that I'm aware of anything that could befall so that I'm prepared and it doesn't take me by surprise.
That's an awesome husband. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know that situation. I know that husband.
Okay. Yeah. and he's keeping an eye out.
Yeah, very loving. So yeah, I think that might be it. So that's interesting. Wow, and it's the anniversary of Angela's dad's passings today.
Lots of passing, it's a significant day today. A hummingbird feather.
A hummingbird feather fell on her hand.
Oh, wow. And she caught it. It's so tiny.
Oh my God. Oh, envy just threw me. It was a hummingbird.
Well, and I mean, hummingbirds are such amazing messengers.
Yes. Hummingbirds, I feel I have a special affinity to. Yeah. So hummingbirds are always showing up in my world and in my life and in my things and stuff like that. So yeah, I always see hummingbirds too, like I see butterflies. On the other side saying, hello,
we're here. But I mean, I don't know that we have hummingbirds around my place a lot as well. I don't know that I've ever seen a hummingbird feather. I mean, obviously they fall out, but not in the same way that I find like eagle or seagull feathers, say. So
your palm. Like, wow. fell. Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's
hand
pretty amazing.
fell and I caught it. Like, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
You just tell your dad, well done, you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
He deserves a cupcake for that one. Well done. Wow.
and that's really impressive because I think about my ability to throw and catch a ball, but then to make a feather and like all of the things that your dad would have had to have aligned for that to happen.
Should we go with my ability to throw and catch a ball?
Yeah, maybe that might be better.
Encourage your sportsmanship, but love you. And your hummingbirds, yes.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Awesome. Awesome. Where are we
Okie
going?
dokie. Kelly wants to know about messages. But okay, if anything, I
Mhm.
should, Kelly, look around you right now. That's what I heard in my head.
Beautiful. And pay attention to what might be
There's something actually going on
right
around
there.
this sort of way. Yeah, that's what they're
Beautiful.
telling me. And sometimes it can be so in like what's the word I'm looking for? Indescript is the one I get.
Mhm.
Neato is the other one I get. Neither one work.
Um I was hearing inconsiderate, and I know that's not right.
Yeah,
That was kind of like that demonic message earlier.
be more like inconsistent, but
Inconsistent,
yeah,
yes. Yeah, but it's closer to incognito. It's like nondescript. It's not something that necessarily jumps out at you. But
mhm.
if you look and say, "Hey, what is the message that's around me?" then it feels like it illuminates itself to show you what to
Yeah,
pay attention to.
yeah, and be careful what you pay attention to, because if you pay attention every time they give you pain, they're gonna think, "Oh, what is this?" Oh, gonna do that.
Awesome. Josie, hello. And Rose, I'm so glad that you found us at the right time. Yay.
Meet Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Corinne, I'm with you. I think angels are awesome too. And Shelly, hi. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, hello, Kelly. How are you?
Yeah. Yeah. And Corinne saying, I think any guardian angel saved my life in a blink. I don't think it's Amy, but any. Yeah. I mean, angels are able to interfere in your life if it is a life and death situation and it is not supposed to happen. I had an experience like that. It wasn't my first angel experience, but it was the most in
It
your
was the
face.
catalyst one, wasn't it? It wasn't it the thing that said, "Hey, Erin, get on that,
Yeah.
young lady."
Yeah, no, I was driving. I was 17 years old and I was at an intersection and I was about to make a left-hand turn. And the light, you know how you enter the intersection when it's green and then when it starts to go yellow, you're like, I need to get out of the intersection. And so I was a new driver. I was 17 and I'm like, I have to turn. And I heard like, no, stop. And it was so loud in my head. And a bus ran the light. So I was really fortunate that I waited. But then after I was turning in to get gas and I was turning out and I was turning left in the opposite direction and some guy ran the red light and he T-boned me and put me in the hospital and it was it was pretty significant. So yeah.
No, you were meant to have a car accident.
I
But they
just
didn't want to
wasn't
kill you.
exactly. It wasn't meant to be a bus and that was one of the big things that started me on my journey with working with angels too. So I didn't realize it at the time, but it was a pretty significant event.
Yes, and I believe they took me out of an accident once.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
I always really credit my dad, but
Yeah.
my dad had just passed like a week, 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I swear I watched the truck roll and go
Mhm.
into the ditch, and then boom, I was in it and I was being pulled out of it. And it
Yeah.
was such a weird, like, and without pain, like just the weirdest thing that ever happened. But yeah, I believe, and it's a bright light,
Mhm.
Tori, but it's like splash, splash. That's what it felt like. Splash, splash.
Yeah, in out.
Flash, splash, almost. I'm back in the gosh, yeah. Yeah. And I've
Yeah.
had actual clients telling me the same sorts of things
Mhm.
along, and all of a sudden this near death thing happened. And then suddenly they were, especially male ones,
Mhm.
because I honestly think male clients need a sort of a combustion point or a break point, because we
Yeah.
do not teach males from the beginning that they can be like this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Females can do whatever they want to do, but males
Yeah.
not doing the same thing.
Well, and things like recognizing your feelings and paying attention to things that maybe don't feel right. Like we're starting to teach women that more and more and more. And talking, that's always been part of our
Yeah,
socialization.
they can't leave
And
our behind.
and that hasn't been the case for men. So I absolutely see how it needs to be like right in your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Now,
Awesome.
what are ascended masters? Rose would like to know.
Absolutely. So, ascended masters are people who have lived lifetimes on the earth and have ascended beyond, like being a deceased loved one, and they continue to help humanity. So, ascended masters would be people like Jesus and Mother Mary and Buddha and, um,
I've seen Mother Teresa be displayed as one.
yep,
And she
yeah,
is
I've seen that too.
people I remember from this lifetime.
Yep,
I would say I would even think that Gandhi could be.
yep,
It would be anyone who sacrifices themselves for the good of the group,
yeah.
or puts the good of the group ahead of their own well-being.
Yeah, and is basically continuing their teaching and their support from the other side in a non-physical body.
Yeah, because we're a pack, and how we treat each other and how we interact with each other makes all the difference on the other side. It
Absolutely.
really does. Yeah, you being
Absolutely.
nice or treat people how you'd like to be, just be balanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
I love Penny's question.
Yeah, that's a really interesting question.
Yes.
So okay, so Penny's asked, I'm curious to what your most memorable or rewarding reading was with someone. Do you find your work is really rewarding or mostly just your life calling?
Oh, excellent question, because I was thinking
Yeah.
about that when I was getting ready for this.
Oh, perfect. Well, Penny, you're like right on the wavelength with Bobbi. Awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking, "My God, I'm so lucky. I'm so excited for what I get to do." And then a
Right?
little voice in my head reminds me, "You know, it's work, right? Work you don't get paid for." And then I thought, "Ah,
We just have fun.
yes, and it's wonderful. And just doing this, doing something we love, is actually raising the vibrations of and we have this ability for this,
Mhm.
because we're supposed to share it. I tell people all the time, I would not know I was psychic if it weren't for you.
Mm.
I would just be talking to people in my head all the time, like the people that I talk to.
I was I was gonna say just me.
If it wasn't for anyone else, I would not know I was a psychic person.
Right.
I don't. I would just be a person. So
Yeah.
it would be nothing without you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
and I could speak to a specific. I don't even know if I could. They're all like
There are so many.
just this weekend alone.
Yeah.
And I would like to say that every reading I have is
Yeah.
huge, because
Yeah.
if it's not, what didn't I do? What didn't I find? What is going on?
Right. Right.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, for me, like the flip side of that is possibly the timing, what the person was open to receiving, where they were. I mean, there can be things for that too, but yeah, for the most part, I'd say that all of them are really rewarding.
Yeah, yeah, and I hope that the people we give them to feel the
I
same.
hope so too. I hope so too. That's always my hope as well.
Thank you, Penny. Yes, very, yeah, and it is really, really, really rewarding. We do the most wonderful thing for a living.
I think so. I think so. I do want to like talk to something too, like talking about life calling. I think that there are a lot of things that people are called to do. I don't think it's only in the work that you do. I think that we are also called to be good people, to love and to help and to heal and to support. I think that there are a lot of things that we're called to do, and that a calling doesn't necessarily need to be tied up in how you support yourself. So just to throw that one out there as well. And that even though this is part of like the work that we do, and it is a calling to do it, but there are other things that we're called to do too. Like, I mean, Bobbi, you're called to be a mother as well. Like your kids are such a huge part of your life and what you do. And, you know, there's
That's
healing,
all
like there's,
what I do, though.
yeah. So it's all,
Yeah, we are called, you and I are called to actually spread more love and
mm,
help make people feel better.
yeah.
So we chose to do it as readers.
Mhm.
We could have done it as teachers, nurses,
Absolutely.
practitioner. Because I always say to people all the time, yeah, you're psychic, but you can be psychic lawyer. You can
Yeah.
be psychic doctor. I don't know why those
Yeah.
are the two professions always top of my head.
I mean, can you imagine how amazing it would be to have a doctor who was like in touch and in tune with their intuition to be able to say like, let's explore this.
Yeah,
I
sure
think
why
that'd be amazing.
but yeah, I'm very attracted to your liver right now, so let's do some stuff about your liver.
Let's check into your liver. Let's see how that's functioning.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
because intuition and hunches have always
Mhm.
been denoted more as lesser because they're not
Mhm.
fact-based, they're emotion-based.
Yeah.
And emotions are lesser because they're not facts, but
And they're
actually
not logical.
are the facts and they are logical and they are
Yeah.
all those sorts of things. So yeah.
Yeah,
We have to say
absolutely.
hello to Audrey.
Hi, Audrey. It's so glad to see you.
She's such a lovely woman, like a lovely woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Audrey. Audrey actually married my husband and I. I just
Yes, yes, I know. It's been so long since I've seen Audrey.
I totally forgot she married us.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so Amanda's saying my son is my guide. I'm sure how I'm not sure how to ask for more in my face messages. Did you want to take that one?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I mean this with love. I hope your son is not your guide.
Mhm.
Only because he was your son. So he's
Mhm.
he still has a mind. And I would say that your son, like my father, spends all the time with you and helps you and actually speaks to you and guides you through life, but might not be a spirit guide per se.
Mhm.
So and how to ask for more in your face messages, tell them how to do it. Say,
Mhm.
I would like to see 3 crows today, and that will mean that you do this. That you tell them everything. You're in charge. I kind of think of them as all Helen Kellerish,
Mhm.
which I called someone Helen Keller the other day, and they said, "Who's that?" So I guess it's not quite as known as
I
I think,
guess. I
because
guess
Helen
not.
Keller was both blind and deaf. She
And
is
deaf.
learning sign language now.
Oh,
Her and her
wasn't
caregiver.
Helen Keller her teacher?
No, Helen Keller was the
Was
blind.
the woman. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The woman, I always forget her name, and it's really bad that everyone forgets her name.
Yeah.
Taylor gets all of the credit, and she
Mhm.
learned it with her because
Yeah.
they hands together.
Mhm.
I watched the movie
Amazing.
because
Amazing.
all I have is Anne Bancroft in my head because Anne Bancroft played the woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I get out of this are all of the movies that I haven't watched but need to. Like, so today there's the Eddie Murray one. No, yeah, Eddie Murphy, yeah, and now the Helen Keller movie. And I feel like there was another Groundhog Day. We talked about that too. So yeah, if you guys get nothing else out of our time together, a movie selection for the
Yeah.
week.
Here's the feathers.
And your feathers, yeah. Okay, Rose has a really interesting question here. She says, "Will your guides ever lie to you?"
Oh, excellent question. I
Yeah.
can't imagine. No.
I
No.
can't I can't see why they would. I mean, to me, I go to angels for that. Angels will never lie to you because there is an ego. Would you say that guides are in a similar kind of realm?
Yeah, I don't think they have the capacity to lie to you
Mhm.
because unless they could spoof you maybe a little bit to get you to look at something differently, but I think they
Mhm.
would blatantly tell you to look at the thing differently
Yeah.
because they don't have the mind. So they don't have the um demonic little things that we have.
They don't have ego in the same way. I
No,
mean,
to lie to somebody would to be have an agenda, would be
yeah.
try to steer them a different kind of way than where they're going.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I'm going to defer to you on this, but part of what I just saw was that guides have as much lesson or things that they need to do with you. Like it's almost like you're part of their work, and so they have a vested interest in how you do and how you live in your life. So it's against. I mean, not that they have interest, but it's against their purpose to steer you in the wrong direction.
Yes, absolutely. Your guides are actually charged with you accomplishing the task that you've written into your soul contract. And
Mhm.
if you do not, I don't know what happens if you don't do it. I don't know what happens. Maybe they actually don't get to ascend to a higher level and they got to be guides again, or they got to get stuck with your butt again. Or maybe logically go down and be on earth again if they don't get this done. So
Yeah.
it behooves them to get you to get everything done.
Mhm.
That's your whole life. Like when people say, I don't know why I'm still alive, I still must have stuff to do. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yep. There's still more to be done.
Do this with it. You just have to sit there and go, what more do I have to do? Because everything is in here. This is a whole world in here. See, look at the poor feather.
Oh, that was the feather. I was like, what the heck just fell?
Yeah, that was my feather. There we go. Okay. So,
awesome.
So you think the same with the lie? Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and we're so behind on the comments. Rose also picked up on it being 414 too. So yay.
Oh, okay.
and Kareen is having buffalo chicken wings with blue cheese. So
okay.
Yay, Kareen. That's awesome.
Wait, yeah.
We're so glad that you're enjoying it. Awesome. Audrey, we're so glad that you joined us. We're sending lots of love to you. And sweet Jenna, it's great to see you. Hi.
Hi, Jenna.
Okay. So Julie's asking about 8s and 3s when seeing numbers, that she sees 838 a lot.
Oh.
So for me, 3s are all about the ascended masters. So your ascended masters are with you, helping and supporting you. And we had a really awesome question earlier, like what are ascended masters? Who are ascended masters? They're people who lived on the earth, who had really significant lives, and they've ascended to continue to help us. And 8s tend to have to do with things on like a material and a financial level. It can also have to do with life path, as well as what I've found. Is there anything that pops up for you around 8s and 3s?
8s and 3s, money.
Yeah.
I think of 8, I think of money, and 3 for me is the Trinity. It's the strongest. Crone. I identify myself with 3s.
Yeah.
Because I am the 3rd child, and my parents were married on the 3rd. My dad was born. Like, I got a whole bunch of 3s. So I had 3 children. I just realized that. Anyway, so yeah, I see money, connection, money. So it might actually be, Julie, that you are moving into something that they're trying to tell you this is going to make you the money you need. And because money is an energy.
Yeah. It's an energy of love, actually.
Can you imagine if good people had it?
Right?
Wow.
All of the things that can be done.
Places would be if good people had money.
Yeah. Absolutely. But also like take that 3 in there too. And I love what Bobbi said as well. And just, ask who's helping and supporting you in accomplishing those goals.
Yes. Yeah. And actually even say, okay, well, if I'm on the right track, stir me more.
Yeah. Right. Keep going.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Shelly's saying that a beautiful blue dragonfly just flew into your house. I thought you said over into. Oh, that's cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
Wow. What a hello.
Yeah. Oh, and Amanda's saying Meet Dave was the movie you were talking about earlier with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, you're like, hi, Dave. Thank you. I know it was a man's name. Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah.
What a moron I am. Hi, Dave. Okie dokie. She probably must have laughed.
Awesome.
Oh, I actually told her that, according to Amanda.
There you go. Awesome.
Oh, to be my guide. Oh, okie dokie. Yeah, but guide you, but not guide. Like
not be a spirit guide, but has chosen to like help you.
Yeah. Like my dad guides me, and we may have actually even said that too. Yeah. Because I wouldn't give my dad that moniker.
Right.
That's my dad. And because even sometimes he does help me in the readings. He could actually very well hold the sign, I'm a spirit guide. He'd be a big fat liar.
Yeah.
Says that. My dad said so. Anyway, that's what I mean. Okay.
Awesome. So Joan is asking, do guides like the person they're assigned to?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
I mean, to me,
I say I can't stand that person.
Well, and I mean, the other thing for me is that also goes back to an ego thing. Like I see guides as being like unconditional.
Yeah. Well, because the guides know that you as a soul don't know who you are, and you're in this little suit, and you're trying to do the best you can to get through this thing.
Yeah, like kind of the compassion that you would have with seeing a child who is struggling. You're not going to say, hey, I can't stand this little kid. You're going to say, hey, like this kid's going through a hard time. And right? I think,
or you would laugh at them.
right.
Watch them do it again. Watch. Oh,
Yeah, right. They share all of our stories on the Spirit Guide Facebook, and
yeah, I see that more as like a dead person thing. They're like, oh my God, Esther, you should see what my daughter's doing now. Yeah.
yeah, I'm totally teasing with that one.
I know. Like, who knows? Who knows actually how
Yeah.
they get together if there's actual meetings?
You
Or
never know.
you never know.
You never know. Like, maybe they connect with each other because they're guides with similar people who are all in your lives. Like, how are we going to get them to do this? I don't know. Maybe they plan.
And when they show me the whole get together thing, they
Mhm.
usually all are aware of each other. And they know,
Mm.
and they're talking about the things that they as a group want to know and accomplish and get done. And then
Mhm.
which one of you is I actually always see it as yay team. And then you have straws and you're like, oh man, I have to be the human. Like, you go down, you be the human, and the rest are like, watching
Yeah.
you the whole time. So yeah, maybe they don't like them. You're right, Joan. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we've
on this plane. That's why
sorry, what?
Amanda's son never actually lived here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Thank you,
Okay.
Amanda. You're
That
very
makes a lot of sense.
makes all the sense in
Awesome.
the world. Okay, now I
Okay.
understand why I said that.
So I'm just going to put it out there. We're at 4:40 right now. So in the next couple of minutes, we're going to start moving into doing an angel meditation. So there are a couple of things that I want to encourage you to do. One, find a place where you can be quiet for a couple of minutes. Make yourself comfortable. If you prefer to lie down or to be sitting, now is a great time to gather anything that you want for that. We've got a couple of minutes. And think about any intentions you want to set. I was going to put it out there to see what kind of meditation, angel meditation, we wanted to do today, but I'm kind of hearing we want to connect more with our angels. So, how do you feel? Does that feel like a good one?
Yes. And I
Okay.
want to say something super quick to
Yeah.
Joe. It says, why would a guide laugh at a person rude of them, in my opinion?
Yeah.
I don't think they would laugh at you. They would laugh
Mhm.
with you.
Mhm.
Did you ever laugh at yourself? I hope well, I laugh at myself constantly
All the time.
because I'm such a dunderhead sometimes.
Because we're the funniest people in the room.
Yes. Because because
Yeah. If you're not laughing at yourself, you're taking things too seriously. So give yourself a laugh.
yeah, because don't take this place too seriously.
Yeah.
Imagine. Okie dokie. All right. So are we doing this? Are we?
All right. All right. Yeah. You know what? We're going to start a little bit. We're going to start a little bit early. So I'm actually glad we're starting a couple minutes early because we're going to try something that I've never done before.
Oh,
Some music.
very nice.
Do we want to keep the music or do we want to get rid of it?
Can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you. I don't know about all the other friends.
Okay. Hold on. Let me try. So let me know. Can you guys hear me?
Now we can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay. All right.
Else for Erin.
Sounds great. Awesome. And I'll make sure that I'm nice and close to my mic. Awesome. So we're not going to be answering any comments right now. So I invite this to be your time for some meditation where our intention is to connect with our angels today. And let's open up the lines of communication and ask them to increase our awareness of their presence in our lives. This is the intention that I'm setting for the meditation. If you want to do something different, you are more than welcome to do that. And we're going to fly by the seat of our pants with this meditation.
Yeah, I already feel it.
Amazing. Beautiful. Right. So we just invite you to be comfortable in your chair, lying down, wherever you happen to be. And come into awareness of your breath, not forcing anything, but just being aware of your breath as it moves into your body and releases from your body. And just continuing to breathe. allowing yourself to relax. Now, our intention here is not to fall asleep, but just to let go of anything that might be on our minds from the day or things that we might be dealing with. And just taking a moment to become aware of your connection with the earth. So possibly seeing and feeling the roots that extend from the soles of your feet down into the earth. Seeing and feeling them being held, loved, and supported by the earth. Seeing and feeling as the love and the energy of the earth moves up through your roots, up into your feet, bringing with it a sense of calm, groundedness, and connectedness, moving up into your legs, your knees and thighs. Continuing to breathe, feeling as this energy moves up into your hips, your abdomen, bringing with it love, comfort, and support. Seeing and feeling as this energy of the earth moves up into your heart. And taking a moment to sit here, continuing to breathe, but feeling your heart being held in the loving energy of the earth. It supports you in the mother energy. And seeing and feeling as this earth energy continues to move up through your body, into your throat and your neck, up into your head, and coming up to the crown chakra at the very top of your head. As you continue to breathe, seeing and feeling as your crown chakra opens, allowing you to become aware of that connection that you have to Source, God, Divine, Universe, whatever your belief system may be, whatever is comfortable for you. And as you become aware of this connection that you have, becoming aware of the gentleness of angels, knowing that they're coming through in a way that is very comfortable for you to feel and to experience. You may become aware of a color. Don't look for it, just if you happen to notice. You may become aware of a sound, a smell, a sensation, an emotion, or a thought. And we're asking our angels to help us to become aware of their presence now. And as we continue to walk in this life, asking to increase our ability to communicate with them, to connect with them. Allow yourself to breathe. Know that you do not need to reach to feel them, that they are coming to you, and that your job in this moment is to just be open, to be relaxed, and to allow yourself to ease into the comfort of their presence. And as you feel comfortable with them, you can start to communicate with them. You can ask questions. Is there anything I need to know? You could choose to ask, how will I know that you are around me? You could ask them to show you times when they have been with you. Or you can choose to sit with them and just experience the feeling of being connected with angels. As you continue to breathe, allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to be held, loved, and supported. And we'll just take a moment to be in this experience. Continuing to breathe. And just noticing how you are feeling in this moment. Are there any emotions that are coming to the forefront for you? Is there anything you notice in your body? Are there any easings? Let's take a moment to give thanks to our angels for the connection that we have, for their presence in our lives every day, whether we are aware of them or not. Giving thanks for all of the help and the support that they've offered. And allowing yourself to feel cocooned in their love. And then just see and feel as the love and the nurturing, the warmth of angels moves down through the top of your head, through your face, down into your neck, your shoulders, down into your heart. And taking a moment to pause here, feeling your heart held, loved, and supported by the angels, feeling them holding you, and feeling the earth holding your heart as well. recognizing in this moment that you are fully and completely connected to the energy of the earth, that love and support of Mother Earth, and fully and completely connected, loved, and supported by the angels as well. And as you breathe, feeling as these two loves expand through your heart, through your body, and extend out through your energetic being, feeling as it extends out into the space that you are in. Allowing yourself to feel this extended presence of angels and earth. Remember that you can come back to this point and this place at any point. And as you continue to breathe, feeling the energy of angels moving down through your abdomen, down into your thighs, down into your knees, down through your shins and your calves, into your feet, moving down through the roots and into the earth, and feeling as your angels support your earth roots as well. Gently planting you more firmly in the earth, firmly in the physical experience that you are having here. An increased commitment to supporting you in this physical experience. Offering the love and support that is unconditional for this time that you are here. Gently coming back into awareness of your breath. Not pushing or forcing, but just noticing as your breath moves through your body. Coming into awareness of your physical body. Becoming aware of the surface under you that is supporting you. Becoming aware of your fingers and your toes. Giving them a bit of a wiggle. Inviting your awareness back into this physical presence. Gently inviting your awareness back into the room or the space that you are in and your place within it. Allowing yourself to reintegrate into this physical presence. Giving yourself permission to carry this experience that you've had with your angels, with connecting with that unconditional love and support. Allowing yourself to hold it with you as you start to reintegrate with the physical experience of being a soul in a physical body. When you're ready and in your own time, coming back into your body, coming back into the space you are in. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. And just allow yourself to breathe. Awesome. I want to do a check-in. How is everybody feeling? Well, Miss Bobbi, I'll start with you because you're the first person who I'm able to see who's able to answer that question. I see that Corrine is wiggling her toes, so that's awesome.
I wiggled mine too. That was great. I haven't meditated with other people in so long. Oh my Lord. It's just so, it brings you up so much higher and so much bigger. And I swear there's still some people in it right now because my brain is still
buzzing.
This is
it's still buzzing.
Let's do a group meditation. That just tells me.
Awesome.
Do a group meditation.
I love doing meditations with and for other people.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Sarah saw an eagle fly at the end.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Sarah's saying that she saw an eagle fly near the end as I asked for a form. Oh, I would understand. Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool. So, Sarah, when you see eagles, say hi, Angel.
Yeah. Hi, guys. And I'm so glad that Corrine is still breathing. That's awesome. That's a great way to live your life.
Yes. And I agree, Julie. Thank you, Erin.
Oh, thank you guys. I'm so glad that we were able to do that today. And I'm really grateful because I had no idea what we were going to do. That was a meditation that was created by all of us. So I thank you guys really for being part of that because I've never had an angel meditation in quite that way before. So
that was groovy. We have to do chakra next time.
Yeah, we'll do chakra next time. That sounds amazing. Yeah, because Bobbi does amazing meditations as well.
We do a guided meditation. Yeah, we should do the chakras. Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm kind of wondering if the next time we should do some spirit guide talk because that has been coming up a lot. So
yes, maybe we'll do some spirit guide talk. Yeah, on Bobbi Boxing Day.
On Bobbi Boxing Day.
It's Bobbi Boxing Day.
So I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag by saying that we have a special birthday coming up on Saturday next week.
I don't know if it's special, but it's mine.
I think that makes it special. So I'm not 100% sure. Are we going live next Sunday?
I don't know. Apparently my children have a plan.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to say to that is that we will keep you posted about what's happening for next week because I am incredibly excited that our good friend Miss Bobbi is taking a birthday week off. So
I'm going to be writing. I'm going to write for a week and hopefully I'll finish the book.
Amazing. Amazing.
I want to finish this one.
So it's kind of a little bit like maternity leave in that you aren't doing your regular job, but you're still definitely working.
Yes. And I'm giving birth to something that I'm hoping will grow and become something more.
And nurture and nourish. So awesome.
Virgo. Yeah.
Awesome. Woo! Virgo. And lots of happy birthday wishes for you too, Miss Bobbi. Awesome. I'm kind of feeling the need to bring us into some completion. Are we ready?
Yes. And it's 1:33. So there you
go. Perfect. Awesome.
1:33 minutes. It's not 1:33. Maybe something.
Yeah, I was going to say I wasn't exactly sure how you got that, but then I saw up in the live corner that yes, 1:33.
Yeah, I always look at the live corner. And I'm not a number person, but boy, do I ever watch them.
Yeah.
More of a number person. That's my ego getting in the way.
Yeah. All right. So awesome. Shall we namaste our ways out?
Yes, thank you everyone for coming, and thank you, Erin, for the amazing meditation that you put us all through, which is maybe something you should record.
You know what? My intention this weekend was actually to do a recording that I'd have available for people, but it didn't happen. And I think possibly it was because we needed to have this experience in order for me to have the right meditation to share. So,
yes, and Rose met her guides on it.
Oh, yay! That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you, Rose. Wonderful. Are you ready?
I am ready. All right, I
All
can go all
right.
the way.
All right.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure connecting with you, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.